Hi, it's Tina. Cooking dinner. Thought you might want to watch. I just started with some onions, and I don't know what to call this. We'll just figure it out as we go. That's how most of my meals come together. And I'm just browning them in this pan, letting them get nice and caramelized. I didn't add any water or anything, just browning them. I put 2 cups of jasmine rice in my Instant Pot, and I cooked that for 4 minutes, and it's 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water, 4 minutes on high pressure in the Instant Pot. And so that's already gone off to let me know that's done. Let me add a little bit of water to this so it doesn't get blackened and it stays brown while we're talking. And then I've got some carrots. Oh, I was munching on these from my lunch, so there's probably a little less than half a bag. And I'm just going to dump those in and let those start cooking with those onions. And to be honest, this is how most of my meals come together. I just look and see what I've got and I just throw it in a pan. I don't give it much thought other than, do I have all my colors? As I've said before, I like to have all my colors because my colors will tell me that I've got all the nutrients. So what colors do I need? Okay, I've got white for my onion, and then I've got orange, and then I've got a couple of parsnips here, and they just come in a bag just like carrots, and they resemble carrots, but they are a little sweeter and the flesh is white. And I've got 2 of those, and I'm going to chop those up and put those in to cook with that. I realize you can't see me chopping because I've got the camera on the pan there for you. But I'm just chopping them up. I try to get all my colors. I figure if I have my colors, I've got my vitamins. And that's a good way to be. You don't have to put much thought into it. And the flavors generally go pretty well together. I'm just throwing those all in. Now I'm going to cover that with water because these root vegetables need to soften up a bit. And what I had is my spinach was starting to wilt, and there was about 2 cups of it, and I just put it in here in the NutriBullet with a little bit of water and blitzed it up. And I'm just taking my lid off. I'm going to throw that in there. I find that the smaller I blitz up my greens, the less my family complains about there being greens in their food. Because they won't notice it so much. And I try my best to give my family their greens whenever I can. Doesn't that look nice? Nice and green. Got my white, my orange, my green. I've got, about 1/4 of a bag of frozen corn. I'm going to put that in as well. That gives me a nice yellow. And then I've got a can of organic tomatoes. You have to spill a little bit, because if you don't, it's not good luck. Your food won't taste right. That's like the offering up to the gods, kitchen gods, by spilling it. Get every little bit out. And then just give it a good stir. Can you see it? There we are. Now, we need some spices, don't we? What have we got over here? Got some onion powder. I know we've got onion in there, but I'll add some onion powder as well. And let's see, this is my spice cabinet up here. You probably can't see me getting into it. Got some garlic powder. And I'm just dumping, guys. Don't shoot me. And then I've got this herb blend. And it's like Mrs. Dash. And it's just a mixture of all kinds of herbs. It's got garlic, onion, black pepper, basil, rosemary, fennel, marjoram, savory, celery seeds, and carrots. And I find that's just a really nice blend to just add a lot of different flavors. And I'm going to get my measuring spoon out, and I'm going to use my 2 tablespoons for that. And I use that in a lot of different things. And I'm just going to stir it up. Now I'm going to let this simmer. I'm going to cover it up and let it simmer and just let it cook until those root vegetables, the carrots and the parsnips, are nice and tender. And then I've got my jasmine rice already in the Instant Pot cooked, and then I will serve this over that rice. And that's just a nice simple meal. We've got all our colors, we've got all our flavors, all our nutrients. Cooking doesn't have to be complicated. The simpler you make it, the better it tastes, I think. You know, my family's never complained. Because if they have, they can go hungry. They've learned to eat whatever I give them. My son is not vegan. And we kind of have a standing rule. He knows that I don't allow any animal products in the house. And he's fine with that because it's my house. But so long as I buy him a big bottle of hot sauce and he can dump hot sauce on it, he'll eat it. He doesn't care. My daughter is 14 and she's very picky. Everybody has a picky eater, right? I'm sure. And for us, when we went plant-based, I made a deal with her. If I ever fix anything and you try it, you have to try it. If you absolutely feel like you cannot eat it, you can make yourself some oats with a banana. And that way I know she's getting nutrients and she's getting a fruit in there. And she makes it with cinnamon and puts soy milk in it. So I know she's getting her nutrients. And we've been plant-based for just about a year now. I started weaning myself off in November and didn't start weaning the family off until February. And she's only taken me up on that offer twice. Only 2 times did she just not feel like eating what I fixed, and she made herself some oats. And you know what? I can live with that. That's a way to satisfy a picky eater. Now my husband, he eats anything I put in front of him, and I'm thankful for that. I'm really thankful. He just feels like he knows that I'm spending my time cooking and I'm putting good food in front of him, and he doesn't care. He doesn't ever complain, and he said he He likes most of what I fix. Some things he likes more than others, but he likes everything that I fix, so that's good. All right, you all have a good night. I'm just going to let this simmer. Like I said, I'm going to cover it up and let it simmer. And then once everything's all tender, I'll serve it over the rice. If you have any questions or any comments, let me know. I'm always here. Have a good night.